When you start looking at this relationship, it's even the first 4 months of this year, trade with these five nations has gone up 37%. And it's a very important message because it shows that China is reaching out to those areas who want to do business with them, and that it's being very successful.
Yeah, the current climate, excellent as you just described it. It's easy to look ahead as well, and we can get to that in a moment. But let's take a step back. China really helped to kickstart economic growth in some of these Central Asian countries with the advent of the Belt and Road effort. As he pointed out in the earlier comments, we now have this rail line passing through Central Asia, a number of other projects that really addressed a deficiency when it came to infrastructure as well. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely, Mike. I mean, these were, especially Kazakhstan, I mean, landlocked. It really needs this kind of infrastructure so that it can get goods in and out. Obviously, they benefited tremendously from their, oil and gas and other minerals, but you have to get those to the market. China has allowed this, and it's not been all roads lead to Beijing. It has been a situation where they can now go to areas in Europe and throughout Middle East, wherever they need to go to make trade. So this has been a real message that China is not trying to be this kind of center of the world, but merely trying to create a greater trade network that benefits all. This is a kind of win-win situation versus some, divide the pie narratives out there.
Before we let you go, let's talk a little bit about the future. Where do you see the potential opportunities moving forward for more partnership growth?
Well, obviously China is very low on the resources per person basis. Its success has been due to its ability to import raw materials, add value to them, and then export them. Obviously, that means that China is integrated into the market. It needs both the resources coming in and markets to sell value-added goods out. So this kind of partnership is terrific for them, for everybody, because, as I said, it's mutual. So at this juncture, you can look forward to this being a very productive relationship. There are obviously political issues out there. Russia and China have a very good relationship, but this war in Ukraine, that has issues for everybody. And it's going to have to be resolved. Right now, China's the only one who's looking to resolve it. The only one who's saying, look, peace is important. We need to actually work on it as opposed to throwing more guns and bombs at things. So I think that's a message that's going to resound very positively, especially in Central Asia. There's a lot of concerns about, what happens next, especially with this geopolitical rivalry.